Y'all, this is Set to Achieve. Welcome to another video. And today I'm going to talk about the reason why I left nursing and never came back. And if you find yourself in the same situation whereby you are frustrated, you can't find anything that works and it's just not for you, why you can leave and why there's life at the end of the tunnel, okay? Now I'm gonna play this video, and it's by a YouTuber. Her name is Margaret Dud. You can go ahead and follow her. I'll leave her link in the description as well. She's not Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, she's a TikToker. So I saw this video, and I was just compelled to go ahead and say, you know what, I'm gonna do another video, just like I guess a part 2 of the reason why I left nursing and I will never go back. Okay, so go ahead and watch the video.
I hate being a nurse, and that might be a strong statement, and I literally feel like I'm going to get upset, but I have been a registered nurse for 10 years. I have changed jobs several times because everybody's like, the great thing about being a nurse is if you don't like one area, you can go to another. And I've done ER, I've done NICU, I've done private duty, I've done IV hydration. I've tried all these different things, and I hate it. I hate being a nurse. There are so many nurse content creators on here that love it, and like I'm so happy that they have found a career that they have loved. But after a decade of being a nurse, I hate it and I want a new career. So if you love your job and you make a good living, please comment what you do for a living, because I can't be a nurse anymore. I hate it. I am so upset. I just hate being a nurse, and I wish I had never gone into this career because it has broken me down so many times. And like, even when I try to get a low stress nursing job, it's not low stress. I'm still dealing with a lot of the same stuff that I used to have to deal with when I was working in the hospital, and I just can't do it anymore. I cannot do it anymore. And if you're looking to go to nursing school, don't do it. Do not do it. If you want to work in the medical field and you want to help people, go into radiology, become a radiology tech, become a surgical tech. Do not become a nurse. Do not. I 10 out of 10 don't recommend.
All right, y'all. So yeah, I mean, you can literally hear the frustration like in her voice. You can see that this is someone that like her soul is being like literally like sucked out, and probably depressed. And the thing about it is that like when you're in nursing school, nobody tells you what you are basically preparing yourself for. Like I see people say, oh, I'm doing, and mind you, there's people that actually love what they do. Kudos to them. But I was not one of those people. I left nursing 5 years ago in 2020, and I have never looked back, and I never will, to the glory of God, okay? To the glory of God, because I know He's the reason why, God is the reason why I'm where I am today. I run multiple businesses. I have a middleman cleaning business. I have a hair business, mobile hair business. I do digital marketing. I make money off of YouTube. I also make money off of selling digital courses. So people purchase my course. I'm selling right now. I'm selling the multiple streams masterclass bundle. So if you're interested in purchasing, I'm going to leave the link in the description. It includes everything that I'm able to do, including delivery. I make money every day, every single day, with delivery. As a matter of fact, yesterday I was able to make before 9 a.m. I was able to make like close to $100 using just like one of my delivery apps, because what happened was I had a delivery and the person was not there, so I had to return, and they pay you double, so like going and then the return trip is another pay. So if they're paying $50, that's $100 right there. Okay, right off the bat, So I would say that if you are looking for something, to kind of like stabilize yourself, you have a working vehicle, and you have the ability to, be disciplined, because it takes a lot of discipline, because when you're working a 9 to 5, they tell you when to come to work, they tell you your schedule, they tell you your break, they tell you everything. Somebody is basically guarding you and giving you everything to do. But when you become an independent contractor, a business owner, you have to create your own schedule. You have to be very disciplined. so that you can know exactly what it is that your target is. So I have a target for each day. I have a target for each week. The amount of money I want to make to be able to pay up certain bills. Like for example, this week I paid off my home insurance bill. It's like close to $300. So I know how much I have to gather up from the week before and this week or the current week to be able to make up the amount of money that I need for my bills. My Comet, my Nicor, which is my gas bill. So there's all these different things. So and one thing that she said that actually really caught me was she said that she has tried so many different areas. She tried ER. She tried this. For me, I tried the nursing homes, the psych facilities. I tried agency. Going to different places. I tried home health. And it just was all the same thing. It was all the same thing. The bullying and just the lack of, just happiness and just feeling drained and just like feeling like like you are just being picked on, like whatever happens the nurse is to blame. And so yeah, the last thing I did as a nurse was home health, and it was just never good. It was just never good for me. Now there's people that became a nurse and they love it and it's what they they were made for, but for me it was just not. So I don't care whatever profession that you are in. If you find yourself, and as a matter of fact, whatever situation that you're in, when you find yourself that you're just dissatisfied, you're unhappy, you are overwhelmed, and you just feel like your life is not moving forward, that's the time for you to move forward and take a step of faith and do something else. Doesn't matter how small, whether it's going to become a delivery driver or a truck driver, or going back to do something completely different. Okay, take a step of faith. Listen to her. I don't care if you're a nursing student right now. Listen to her advice. Okay, because it might save you from decades or years of sorrow. Okay, so I just think that it's important for people when they go through certain things to raise awareness. I left my narcissistic abusive situation, marriage, 2 years ago. Okay, it's 2023. We're in 2025 now. 2 years ago with 3 teenagers. Okay, I did it without really having a plan, but I just knew that whatever it took, I had to get out. Okay, to save my sanity, to save myself, and to more importantly, to save my children. Okay, because I didn't want them spending one more day in that situation. Everything was divisive. Being in that household, you would say one thing and the narcissist would say another thing. So the children are confused. It's like a schizophrenic situation. They don't know what to do. And I just knew that somebody or something was gonna go down, and go down hard if I didn't take that step of faith. So I just knew that I had to act. And that's what I say. If you are in an abusive, dissatisfying situation, job or whatever, don't stay stuck. By the way, if you are having a hard time hearing what I'm saying or it's not loud enough, I'm sorry. My speakers are, is being charged right now, so I have to, it is, my microphone is being charged right now, so I have to, but I just have to do the video. But anyway, yeah, it's important that you just decide that enough is enough, just break out. I believe in loving yourself. Don't listen to what people are saying that are around you. Oh, you're not gonna make it. How could you leave such a precious, wonderful career? People will die to be in this profession. People will do this and do that. And my thing was, well, you know what? I'm not them. Okay. I'm not them. I'm not happy in this. And there has to be a better way. So I took a step of faith, and today I'm running multiple businesses. I run a digital marketing, business where I'm able to make money from selling digital courses online when people purchase. So I'm able to make money just right from wherever I am. When I put out videos like this and I talk about my courses, when people purchase, and by the way, I have the multiple stream masterclass bundle teaching you how to quit your 9 to 5 and make a full-time income from wherever you are. If you want to work with your car, I have the how to quit your 9 to 5 and make a full-time income with your car included in the masterclass. It has 72 different apps that you can get started with, from DoorDash to Roadie to Grubhub to whatever it is that you are interested in, medical deliveries and, all kinds of things, pickups and, you name it, catering. It's all there, okay? You can grab it and get started. If you are looking to make money with digital marketing, okay, I have the passive riches bundle teaching you how to make money with digital marketing. It's very customizable. You can customize it, make it work for you, and sell it. It has, I think it has about 8 different guides teaching you exactly what it is that I'm able to do, making money online. And then I have a middleman cleaning business where I get cleaning jobs from customers, and then I subcontract the job. I just get paid for booking the job, okay? You can get paid from your phone, right from your phone, okay? That's another way to make money, okay? I make money from YouTube. When I put out these videos, the videos go viral, I get a lot of views, I get paid, so that's another way I'm able to make money, and I'm always scaling and trying different things and, trying to, do better, things to improve myself, but I had to take a step of faith, When I left nursing in 2020, I started doing DoorDash. I started doing DoorDash in 2017. So a couple of years prior, just to kind of get some stability, to kind of get some income apart from nursing, so that when I finally left, even though the money was less, a lot less, maybe half of what I was making, I was able to add also doing hair, so I can I was able to balance out how much I was able to make. But the bottom line is, I don't believe that anybody is obligated to stay stuck on something that they're dissatisfied with. Whether it's whether you're going through narcissistic abuse like I was. By the way, I have 3 teenagers, and I was able to escape with my 3 teenagers. And my oldest now is an adult. She's 18. I have 2 other ones. And they're able to grow up in a healthy environment, free from abuse, and that's the bottom line. Because when you stay in a situation, where your children are watching you being abused, they're being abused as well, it's going to be hard for them to have healthy relationships. It's going to be hard for them to respect you, because they're seeing you being dogged out each and every day, and not doing anything about it, and they're like, well, I can't do anything, because I'm a child, so, they're looking to you, you have more power, you can do something, so I didn't want my girls seeing that, and I didn't want my boys seeing that, that is the way to be, so I wanted to show better, it takes a lot of work, and I'm still working on them, and I know God is still working on me and them as well, but it's at least you gave yourself and you gave them a chance, So don't listen to the naysayers. Oh, don't leave, don't do this. Why? Because they're not the one going through all those things. It's like being in a burning car and somebody telling you, oh, you know what, and you're choking in the smoke, in the fire, and they're telling you, oh, you know what, just close the doors and just stay in there. It's gonna work out. Meanwhile, they're outside breathing oxygen. No, no, it's not working for me. It's destroying my mental health. I know what I'm passing through, and I'm not gonna keep doing this. Enough is enough. Okay, so when the pain that you're going through is more than the comfort that you're feeling in that job situation you're gonna jump out and and do something different. So that is my advice to anybody. Take a step of faith. Get out while you can. But yeah. I left nursing in 2020, and we're in 2025. I've never looked back, and God has given me the grace to keep on scaling my income. Let me charge this before it dies out. I do not want it to die out. God has given me the grace to keep on scaling my income. God has given me the insight, to keep on adding more and more things, because it's like, even if you start with delivery, it doesn't stop there. I started with delivery. I started doing hair. braiding, because I started doing braiding as a teenager. I left it when I went into pursue other things, college and this, that, and the other, but it didn't work out. So I went back to doing business because, I'm an entrepreneur at heart, so started doing that, became a notary. So I added that as another source of income. So I do multiple things, and I was able to just scale, do better and better and better. My YouTube channel got monetized this year to the glory of God. So I'm able to earn money when my threshold reaches $100. I think they pay every 21st of each month. So when my threshold reaches $100, I'm able to get paid. That's another source of income. You can start a YouTube channel. If whatever you're going through, if you're going through a terrible situation in nursing or whatever career, start a YouTube channel and talk about it. Okay, raise awareness. There's people that would watch your video. There's people that are going through the same things, that are looking for somebody. I did a video some other day called "Your Tribe is Out There," and truly your tribe is out there. There's people that don't have a voice, and them hearing your voice and your situation will either give them the courage or motivation to take a step of faith and do something different, that are facing the similar challenges, so they're going to be encouraged by you, or it's going to give them a voice to actually say, what, I'm going to speak out on what I'm going through as well. If she can do it, or if he can do it, I can as well, so that I can help somebody else out, so it becomes a domino effect, right? So people are able to help each other, right, on this platform. So there's many ways that you can make money. By the way, the multiple stream masterclass bundle, including all the things I talked about, being able to make money with all the different ways. I'm going to leave the link in the description. It's only $49.99, very affordable. It's packed with value. The value is over a $500 value or more, but I made it $49.99 to make it affordable for people that want to get started. And I left nursing. I'm able to do all these different things and make a living, take care of my 3 teenagers, guys. You know how expensive they can be, and take care of myself, and live a life that I can be proud of. That I'm not fearful every day, and I'm not depressed when I wake up. So that's the bottom line. That I'm actually happy to be here. I'm not depressed and wishing to go back to bed when I wake up on a Monday morning or on the weekend. I'm feeling like my heart is beating, and I'm feeling anxious that I'm gonna have to go back to that environment at work, and just dreading it every second. That is no way to live, or dreading a situation or situationship, marriage, whatever, whereby you're afraid, you're working on pins and needles, you're because you're being tormented and raged at and devalued each and every day. I tell women, because I tell women especially, one more day, even if it's just one more day you have left, let it be in peace and not in pieces. Even if it's one more second you have left, let it be in peace and not in pieces. Where your mental health is because your mental health, your life is at stake. Believe me, it is. So if you're in an unhappy situation, your intuition has told you, your spirit has told you that already. It's told you. You've gotten the warning. You've seen all the signs. But sometimes we're uncomfortable. We're comfortable in our discomfort because that's what we're used to. But sometimes it's like, when you take a step of faith, your dreams, your goals, your blessings are on the other side of obedience. Breaking out, regardless of what and who, is around you, and then setting boundaries so that those people don't come in and cloud your life once you get to the other side, because we're in 2025 and we're here to thrive. We don't want to be stuck, and beyond, okay? 2025 and beyond, okay? We want to thrive. We want to expand, we want to have joy, because happiness comes, it's in and out, it comes. You might get a new car, you're happy, and then you lose the car, you're sad. But joy comes from the Lord, So I'm a strong believer in Christ. Because he is the joy of my life. He is the one that makes everything happen. As a matter of fact, he's the one that brought me to where I am today. So I give him all the glory, and I will always say that. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave a link to her to the content creators to the handle, to her TikTok, so you can follow her, you know, and follow her journey as well, you know, and yeah, but set to achieve. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm trying to put out, you know, videos as led by the Spirit, only as led by the Spirit. I'm not just putting it out just to put out videos and put out fluff. I'm putting out as led by the Spirit, you know, because those that are led by the Spirit of God are indeed the children of God. So till next time, peace, God bless.